So here is our wintertime drink. Some hot cocoa with teeny tiny marshmallows and whipped topping. And then this is a spoon that's to stir it, and it has a little bit of cocoa on it, just laid there on the edge. This is how we're going to make it. You start off with a little cup. I just got a whole bunch of these little porcelain little guys at Hobby Lobby. And anyway, that you just buy them like that. Then you take some brown clay or spare clay. It doesn't, scrap clay doesn't really matter because you won't see it. And I squish it down with the head of a nail. See the head there? I take it and I squish it flat. Doesn't have to be pretty at all. And that's it. You take this, you go bake it. Yeah, I do more than one at a time, but you take it and you go bake it in the oven so that way the clay is baked hard. When you come back with your baked clay, I'm going to say that's already baked, okay? Shh, don't tell anybody it's not. Since I'm just showing you guys. Stay. Then I'm going to use some acrylic brown paint. Any paint will work. It's going to air dry, so it won't matter. It doesn't have to go in the oven or anything like that. If you don't have paint, you could always use your triple thick with brown chalk. But we're going with paint. It's so much easier. I'm going to shake it up. Then I'm going to grab a toothpick and try not to spill it with my other little guy. And I'm going to drip it straight in there so it's not all over, because the paint is going to be too dark to get all over the edges. And then you kind of just make it look liquidy and not like a bubble. You want it all the way across. Now that one's a little too full, just like I made that one too full. Oh well. Then you set that aside, clean your fingers off a little bit. And you take some white clay or translucent clay and you roll it out really tiny. Grab a razor blade and you're making marshmallows. Try and make them all the same thickness because marshmallows are cut by a machine and they should be the same thickness. Also, excuse me, I like to put all my put my marshmallows in an odd number. Now remember, you're going to have whipped topping in the middle, so don't put them in the middle. That would be my husband whistling in the background. Today's his birthday, November 28th. So he's happy because he gets to do anything he wants and doesn't have to do any chores. Okay. And when the kids were younger, you never have to change diapers on a birthday. Isn't that nice? Anyway, put your lid back on your paint. You're not going to need it anymore. Then you're going to grab some more white clay or some, this is translucent. It works just as good. And I have a Wilton cake decorating tip. This is number 14. And I ball up this white clay, stick it down in there, and then I use the end of a paintbrush. It's just rounded there. You can use a pen or a pencil or whatever, and you squish out about that much clay. And you take it off the edge there. Now you have this little like star line, and we're going to roll it into a whipped topping. You just roll it into a little spiral. You can set it down and use a Q-tip or a toothpick or something. Kind of get it to stand up. That'll squish the bottom. You can just set that right on top of there. Then if you really felt the need, you could get a seed bead and put a little red cherry on top, but it's sticking badly. Okay. Anyway, there's your little whipped topping thing. Then you can grab a spoon, and I would dip it in the paint and not your cup, and then you can put it on your plate and call it good. And that's all there is to hot chocolate.